Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with round 3. We're in the finals. This is week 3 of season 5. I'm up against a tough guy. He's in one of the top guilds. They're Wampa herders. I think they used to be the Wolf Pack. But this guy, Plastic Knife, is really good. He's got some good mods. Everything's faster than mine. So I'm nervous going into this. But let me show you guys the board here, show you what he's set for me. So up top, we've got a Grievous team. It's got Newt in it. And then we just have a standard Geo team. So that's fine. And that's typical of kind of what he's been setting. And then down here on the bottom, out front, he put out his bounty hunters. And then he's got a basic first order team. With his bounty hunters, they're super fast. And he used Django lead, so that's going to outspeed my Stark. I can't use Imp Troopers against those bounty hunters, so I'll have to think that one over. We're going to go ahead and go up top here, because I know what I want to use for sure against the Genosians. Going to take those guys out with just my Traya and Scion. And I've said this before, but as long as you have your Traya and Scion modded correctly, and enough relics on them, you should be good to go. You don't need to take Nihilus in there. It actually hurts you if you do take a Nihilus in there, because then they'll end up hitting him. You can see they've gone after my Scion. They're already in the red. So I finally got an isolate off from Traya. It is a little bit nerve-wracking when they all pile on Scion, because, you know, you don't want him to die. You don't want that big hit from Spy. And so they keep piling onto Scion, and they're down in the red. I got isolate on the Brute, and I was stuck there. I had to hit like Sunfac. Took him out, and you see right there, Scion was in the yellow, but he's got Held by Hatred. Once you got that, you're good. And then his AoE just wipes him out for 61 banners. And you got to save Nihilus in case you need him for some other team. Now we'll take out the Grievous team. And this is something I wanted to try because I wasn't 100% sure on it. But I figured, you know, might as well have fun and try. Is I've been using Nightsisters against Grievous, but against standard Grievous. I haven't tried it with Newt, I don't think. Or if I have, you know, I don't remember that. So he's got Newt as the 5th on this team. And I wondered if Extortion would cause a difference, because Nightsisters are down to their health pool and they can't regain protection back. And so all that extortion damage, you know, could put the hurt on them. And I don't want that, especially not to my DACA. So give it a shot here. Do MT lead Nightsisters. I like MT lead a lot better than the DACA lead. I know she gives them that extra defense and whatnot, but all the revives from MT lead seem to be a lot more helpful. They definitely ramp up her health a lot quicker and make it so that even when she does get hit, she doesn't lose very much percentage of her health compared to everyone else. And then everyone else seems to die pretty quickly, and that's what you want. You want the others to die and then come back, because every time they do, it's going to make her stronger. It's going to have Asajj ramp up eventually and do some good damage. So it does get dicey, but as long as you've got a good DACA, you can slowly take the other side out one by one, which you see that's what I'm doing. They're already down to 3 on their side versus mine, and I keep bringing mine back. Right there I had Nightsister Spirit assist from the grave, which is hugely helpful. But you never want to play around too much to where you have too many Nightsisters down, or you have some at low health. You always want to keep plenty of targets on the field. That way Grievous or Droidica or whoever is going to go after someone else and not your DACA. Now I just got the lone Grievous down. He's down into the yellow. So we're just trying to use specials, stack up Plague, and do some damage to him. And there he goes. So 55 banners, not too bad. Lets me save a good team to see what he's got in the back. And we unlock the back there, and you can see that He put his General Skywalker team back there, and then he's got a scoundrel tank team. And what's interesting is, and I know from his history that he likes to put General Skywalker back there, but there's a bug going on right now with General Skywalker where he counters extra times. So that's really going to affect your counter team depending on what you're going to use. We're going to go down south, take these guys out for his first order. I'll go ahead and just mirror it with my own first order, which is faster. I checked the speeds before I entered the battle, and my first order officer's pretty fast, so I sent turn meter over to old Kylo, have him do his AoE, that way he gives turn meter to everybody. Once they all have turn meter, I can stun his crew, and then as soon as you do that, the first goal you want to do in the mirror, of course, is to take out the enemy first order officer if he's there, because he can cleanse and throw turn meter around, and you don't want that. So get rid of him, get you a bit of a numbers advantage, then start taking out whoever you have to, but keeping control on the enemy crew, because you don't want to get your characters locked up with a 2-turn stun if you don't have to. So getting hits in, trying to take out, Executioner when I can. You got to watch out for the enemy old Kylo, because he'll constantly feed them turn meter. And in a match like this, if you don't play it right, you're going to get so far behind where you won't be able to recover the banners, and it'll actually do its job. They'll take off 4 or 5 banners, and that's what a good team should do. And so I don't want that to happen here. He's definitely not going to get a hold, but you can see a lot of people are missing protection at this point, and I'm down to now his final 2, just the 2 Kylos. So I got to make a plan to recover my protection. And I'm trying to take out old Kylo just because the AoE is devastating, keeping everybody down from being fully healed up. Now I've got crew there. Try to keep him stunned. And trying to see if I can regain some banners. On health and protection, it's pretty hard. You have to gain buffs, and you can really only do that with the Stormtrooper's special move, or like with Fu, he can give out advantage, I think, or something he does when he gives turn meter will heal you up a little bit. So that's what I do. I'm no expert on their kits, but I saw that, hey, I was gaining back some, so let me keep doing it. And of course, keep spamming the middle special with old Kylo and letting him give everybody turn meter so you can just keep going. Cycle through the turns as fast as you can, because you don't want to time out either. So that's what we're working on here. And just trying to heal everybody up. But also, I'm not landing healing immunity, so every status effect that I'm putting on crew is healing him up. That's why these hits aren't doing much damage. You see that he's constantly regaining health. So I got a special off with Stormtrooper there. Trying to use specials that don't do much damage with crew. And finally there, I'll just take a big whack at him with Executioner. I think I've got most everybody healed up. It's a little bit tough to tell sometimes. And I was able to get 59 banners. So not quite perfect, but almost. And for his bounty hunters, I figured I had enough power to burn that I could burn my Jedi Knight Revan team. That way, for sure, I'm going to go first, be able to, mark who I want to mark, take everybody out. My Yoda hits pretty hard. So it is a luxury to be able to burn a top team like this on what would be considered a lesser team. But these aren't bounty hunters you want to mess around with. They are fast. So I definitely don't want to get outsped and have them be going and doing their stuff, or they're just going to take banners off me. So Jedi is a good way to go about defeating that. You can see I'm having no trouble taking them out. Got the last 2 red barred, and I got Yoda's move to just make sure everybody's topped off. And that's it. So got them taken care of, and I was able to pick up 60 banners there. Now I'm on to the back to see what he's got there. Got plenty of power left to deal with everything that could be back there. And back there, there's not a whole lot. He's got Nightsisters and just a Phoenix team. So we'll start taking those out real quick. Nightsisters is the only one that's going to give me trouble, really. So use Padme for that. I put my C-3PO on defense, and I will show you guys my some of my defenses at the end. It actually worked out a little bit. So let me get to that later. Let's show you this. Just Padme against the Nightsisters. Pretty reliable counter. Chances are you aren't going to lose if your Padme's modded and relicked equivalently with the Nightsisters. And mine are. I think the only one left that is not Gear 13 is Shakti. And that'll be changing here pretty soon. But with Shakti and Ahsoka, you've got plenty of Dispel, being able to get rid of Zombies' taunt, and the fact that Ahsoka will constantly assist. You just got to kind of survive this opening barrage. Once they get to go, they can focus on whoever, and Asajj will dispel all the protection up that you get. So you can see that they're working on GK, and he's in the yellow. Got to constantly kind of keep an eye on who's doing what. I did a big hit on Daka there, wasn't enough to kill her. But I got Anakin's AoE. I'm just trying to get my free kills out of the way. And once zombie revives are done, then I can start taking these Nightsisters out permanently. So there went old Daka. Now I'm trying to decide who I should take out with the big kick. I went after Asajj, and it wasn't enough to really do anything. We'll take her out with GK's mass assist there. I don't know if I should have gone for Talzin or not. I'm always worried about Plague, but I was able to get her out there. Now it's just Spirit and Zombie left to deal with. So work on taking that one out, and now just Zombie. There's nothing you can do to really heal up. So 56 banners, it is what it is. But that's probably the toughest team down there. We're going to leave that Phoenix team down in the south, go back up top, and start dealing with what he's got up there. He's got that General Skywalker team I got to take out. And I mentioned it earlier, this is a little bit interesting. There's a bug going on right now where General Skywalker will counter extra times before he takes a knee. So I was going to use my CLS on that, and I can't do that. Let's go ahead and knock out this Scoundrel team real quick, because I know I'm not going to use my Darth Revan team anywhere else. So I'll throw my Darth Revan leftovers against the Scoundrels. I got Malik in there. My Bastilla Fallen is on defense. I actually put her under Darth Maul lead. I don't think it really did much good, though. My opponent was able to end up one-shotting that team. But I got my Darth Revan leftovers with Malik, so there's no danger of losing this one. We'll take these guys out, and I'm just trying not to lose too many banners to counterattacks or AoEs or whatever. Just need to get it done and get on with the last hard team and make sure that goes well. So took those guys out. We'll jump into that next battle I was telling you about. I couldn't use my CLS counter because I just didn't want to chance it. It can get dicey with a Gear 11 Watt, and those extra counterattacks could be the difference between my CLS or Chewie living or dying. So I had to mirror it, and it's really bad for banners. It's almost a guaranteed win. I don't think I've ever lost with a General Skywalker mirror match. It can get close sometimes when I'm climbing an arena, but I don't know that I've lost, but it is horrible on banners. And you can see by the teams that my opponents set, they're playing the efficiency game. They want me to trip up, stumble, lose some banners, and then they've saved a ton for offense that they're going to be able to take out my squads with and be efficient with that. So I got to watch out for that. You can see that I'm still going after him, and it sucks because you lose banners because fives, of course, is going to die, but at least that supercharges your clones. So I've got the super clones powered up. Got to get his Skywalker to take another knee, and you saw he got in extra counterattacks. And all that stuff comes back to bite you with banners. Trying to get his guys taken out. Get 5s out of there. Now I don't have to worry about accidentally making super clones on his end, which has happened to me before. It's not very fun to have to deal with. So now I'm going to start taking these out bit by bit, you know, trying to get him out of there. Trying to decide if I want to use that ultimate move or not. I decide to save it just in case. And here we go. Now it's just a lone General Skywalker left. Shouldn't be much of an issue, but again, he's attacking and counterattacking every time, taking off extra banners. And look, they counterattacked him. I have that ultimate move, done. But only 52 banners there. I lost 8 banners. Now I just got this last Phoenix team to take out. Send in my CLS Han Chewie, and I put Thrawn in there just for fracture and being able to top up protection. Figured that might be helpful. I'd rather have that than try to squeeze out 1 extra banner. Like, if I lose by 1 banner, I deserve to lose. That's the way I look at it. I'm going first, doing my attacks, and if leaving him out for 1 extra banner could have made the difference, then I really don't deserve to win. That's ridiculous. I've seen wins where people win by 1 banner, but not like this, you know. So, did my underman, no feat for that, cleared the board, and I got 1905, which I think is pretty decent. My opponent did end up going, and I was able to be awake when he started going. He said he went at like 6 a.m. I was up at like 4 doing my battles. So let me show you guys one of my zones here. I was logging in here and there to check and see if he had made any progress, and I saw some of my squads drop down, and I go click on the node, and there it is. My Newt team had gone 2 battles, and he was attacking my Rey team, which Rey was slumped over, and she had already gone a battle, and he was doing a second one. You can see that she did get a hold there. I put her on defense because who knows what to use. You don't know what you want to burn and what could be behind it. So I threw my JTR on defense up front and figured that way he'd have to make a choice. Wasn't quite sure what to use, if he wanted to burn something good, and what could I be hiding in the back, you know. And it does trip people up sometimes. But you got to craft your defenses for each opponent based on their roster and their play style, if you can get that from GAC history. So that was it. Once he stumbled on those, he eventually was able to finish clearing my board. He one-shot everything else, and he got 1865 there. So 40-point difference, and, you know, that cost him. That's it. I'll win the week. This was the finals, so I'll take first place this time, and we'll see you guys in the next go-round that starts in a couple days. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.